Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Hameed Academy 2024. This is my video number 11 in the series in which I am discussing about science. In my previous video, that is video number 10, we said that science is dynamic in nature. The knowledge of science changes constantly. This we illustrated with few examples. In this video, once again, we will illustrate that the nature of science is dynamic by giving some more examples. Hence, the topic of this video is Science is Dynamic Part 2. Newtonian concepts. It was considered that Newtonian concepts about motion, space, time, fluids, gravitation were final. New concepts like quantum mechanics and theory of relativity were discovered after Newton's concept. This indicates that the knowledge of science is dynamic in nature. Atom. Atom was considered indivisible earlier according to Dalton's atomic theory. Now atom is divisible into subatomic particles like electrons, protons and neutrons. This also shows that the knowledge of science is dynamic in nature. Structure of the atom. Structure of the atom changed from Thomson's model to Rutherford's model to Bohr's model to Bohr's Sommerfeld model as and when new proof and evidence came about it. Periodic table. The periodic table changed from law of triads to law of octaves to Mendeleev's periodic table to the present day modern periodic table given by Moseley. Atomic weight, which is also called as atomic mass, was considered as the basis for periodic table earlier. But now atomic number, which is also called as mass number, is considered as basis of periodic table. This also shows that science is dynamic in nature. Organic compounds. It was considered earlier that organic compounds were formed only in the living things, and there is some vital force which prepares them in living things, and vital force theory was given in support of this. It was found to be incorrect. Euler, a German scientist, in 1868 prepared the first organic compound, urea, in the lab by heating an inorganic compound, ammonium cyanate. Another German scientist, Kohl, prepared an organic compound called acetic acid in the lab from inorganic compounds, chlorine and carbon disulfide. Organic compounds can be prepared from inorganic compounds in the lab, hence vital theory was rejected. Since then, thousands of organic compounds are prepared and are being prepared daily. Large number of polymers, fibers, plastics, medicines which are organic compounds are known and prepared now which were not known earlier, and their knowledge is expanding daily. So, now we have the knowledge about organic compounds like carbohydrates, proteins, amino acids, vitamins, hormones, nucleic acids, pigments, fats, which was not known earlier, and it is changing every moment. These things indicate that science is dynamic in nature. Science of CFCs. Chlorofluorocarbons, that is CFCs, were used as refrigerant in refrigerators and air conditioners. This knowledge revolutionized the refrigeration and air conditioning industry. This helped in keeping the buildings and beverages cool and preventing the food from spoiling. Now it is known that CFCs destroy the ozone layer in the atmosphere which protect us from the harmful ultraviolet rays coming from the sun. They are causing a hole in the ozone layer in the atmosphere. Now it is known that ultraviolet radiation cause skin cancer, sunburns, pigmentation, cataract, eye diseases, wrinkles, premature aging, loss of vision, loss of elasticity in the collagen, loss of immunity, which was not known earlier. Hence, the use of CFCs is banned internationally, and alternative to CFCs are being used as refrigerants. These indicate that science is dynamic in nature. Earthquakes. It was believed earlier that earthquakes were caused when air trapped in the cavities in the earth escape out, or water present in the earth moves with great speed and pressure in the cavities in the earth, which causes shaking in the earth and results in earthquakes. Now it is known that earthquakes are caused due to the friction between the moving tectonic plates at the edges. This knowledge about earthquakes proves that science is dynamic in nature. Volcanoes. Earlier it was considered that the mountains have fire and inflammable substances like coal, which result in volcanoes. Now it is known that volcanoes are caused when hot magma comes out from the weak points in the Earth's crust when tectonic plates slide one over the other and move apart. Magma, when comes out on the surface, is called lava, and lava contains hot gases, stone particles, dust particles, and hot molten materials. The knowledge about volcanoes shows that science is dynamic in nature. Petroleum and petroleum products. Since the discovery of petroleum in 1859 by Edwin Drake, the knowledge about petroleum industry is changing every day. A number of petroleum products like petrol, diesel, LPG, petrochemicals, bitumen, lubricants, kerosene, paraffin, wax, aviation fuel, jet fuel, naphthalene, petroleum jelly are obtained from petroleum. This shows that science is dynamic in nature. Natural gas. Since the discovery of natural gas in 1821, it was used as a fuel for heating purpose. Now it is used to run the vehicles in form of compressed natural gas, that is CNG, and liquefied natural gas, that is LNG. This also shows that science is dynamic in nature. Science of elements. The first element, phosphorus, was discovered in 1669. Since then, 118 elements are discovered as on today. Many compounds of these elements are also discovered and prepared as on today. This proves that science is dynamic in nature. These examples and illustrations once again prove that science is dynamic in nature. The knowledge of science keeps on changing. That's all in this video. Thank you.